Good afternoon, our respected teacher and all of my classmates. My name is Vijakina from Myanmar. And today my presentation topic is daily practice of 4 Brahmavihāras. Here it contains introductions. Daily practice of 4 Brahmavihāras, practice of loving kindness, practice of compassion, practice of samadhi, practice of equanimity, and benefits of practicing the 4 Brahmavihāras and conclusion. So let me introduce a little bit. So human beings are a social being. People live with their family, friends, or relatives. So society is a group of people. Therefore, there are colorful people in the society. Some people are good, some people are bad. According to Buddhist psychology, there are 3 different types of person in a society. Some people are angry types. They are very easy to be angry. Some people are greedy types. Lobachritas, you are so greedy. Some people are ignorant types. Mohacharita, they are always confusing something. So in a society, we may have to face one of them in a society. So most of the problem came from 3 different types of the people. So therefore, if we cannot treat nicely, so a problem is come to in our society. Therefore, if we want to be a happy society, if you want to live harmoniously, if you want to live happily or peacefully in a society, we have to practice 4 Brahmavihāras. Brahmavihāra is the best way to build the harmonious society or peaceful society. So the term Brahmavihāra came from the 2 Pali words, Brahma and Vihara. Brahma means deity, Vihara means abode, a home, so or less dwelling. So altogether, Brahma means deity of abode, a place, Brahma, a dwelling, rainwater's Brahma. Some Buddhist scholars translate the Brahmavihāra as a split state of mind and boundless state of mind, because the 4 Brahmavihāras cannot be narrowed by any limitation, by anything. There are 4 Brahmavihāras: metta, loving kindness, karuna, compassion, mudita, samadhi, joy, ubeka, equanimity. Practice or loving kindness. So in a Buddhist Abhidharma, personal love or limitation is not realized, which is related to the attachment, raga, and affliction, would serve altar of payment, thus lead to the suffering in a society. Here I want to mention that so nowadays people are fighting, some of the country are fighting, especially Russian and Ukraine, they are fighting because they always have left their country. They want to protect their country from the other. So therefore they fight. They give the reason is like that. according to the Buddhists, so those love is not real love, is a limited love. They love only their country, they love only their people. That's why their love is not a real love. So let's say another word is loving kindness, metta. So metta is the wish for both self and other people happy, safe, or healthy. There is no limitation. There is no color. There is no skin. So we love each other. So like our Kraniya Metta Sutta defined the metta, which is the boundless loving kindness to all sentient beings, as a mother who has only one child, and therefore mother can sacrifice her life to protect her child. In the same way, we have to love. So we have to love all the people. We have to love all the people in the same level with our own child. So that's a real loving kindness. So now, the way of practicing metta, now we already know, so real love, how to practice in our daily life. Then Visuddhi Marga, in a Visuddhi manner, when we practice metta, we should not stop. We should not start some kinds of person. They are just like people, like our enemy. So then another one is beloved person. So who, if we want to start with those persons, metta is cannot affect. So and then opposite side also. If you are female, so you shouldn't start with the male. If you are male, you shouldn't start with the female. So those three type of person we shouldn't start to send the loving kindness, to extend the loving kindness. We should start within ourselves. Let's say, may I be happy, may I be free from suffering. And then we should start. So then another way, there are three types of metta: kaya karma metta, vaci karma metta, and mano metta. They are very simple. So whatever we do in our daily life, we have to do with loving kindness. Loving kindness. For example, if you are Sarah, you said something. When you said something, you should start with loving kindness. There's a karma metta, and then you have to receive our customer may be happy, our customer may be free from suffering. So there's a vaci karma metta, and then so mano karma metta also including in your mind. So you should think in your mind to be free from suffering, to be happy. So there's a mano karma metta. In this way, we have to practice metta in our daily life. Then another one is karuna, compassion. Compassion means when we see the other people who are suffering. So therefore, we also feel sorry. We want them free from all suffering. That is called karuna. So karuna is, I think, very easy to practice in our daily life. Nowadays, most people are suffering mentally or physically, such as some people are very obese, some people are very poor, some people are sick, and so on. we must have compassion for them by giving something or caring for them. So in this day, approximately 925 millions of people are suffering from hunger. They have not enough food to eat. Therefore, they are suffering from hunger. When we see the kind of person in our society, in our neighborhoods, we have to do humanity. We have to practice compassion by giving something. Here we have to put it as karuna without dana or giving is not right way to practice compassion in Buddhism. So when we practice karuna or compassion, we should also practice dana, generosity, or whatever they need. As we can donate as much as we can. So on the other hand, we have to keep some precepts. We have to keep some precepts related with the compassion, as do not kill any living being, do not steal what has not given, and do not lie. Those two precepts related with the compassion we have to practice. If we practice these three precepts, so we already practice compassion, karuna. Then another one is mudita, sympathetic joy. Sympathetic joy is cheering, delighting, and other happiness such. Here, in reality, one other people, or let's say our friends or enemies, are rich or successful, or let's say famous, we cannot be easily joyful. We cannot be happy easily to see them, because our evil, because our extra material, because of jealous. The nature of the evil is that one cannot bear to see the other achievements, but one is happy to see the failure of other. So you see, it's very, very dangerous mindset. So therefore, in my country, some Brahmin Buddhist monks, some Burmese Buddhist scholars used to give a funny example. If you want to find an animal, you can find, but don't cultivate any evil minds, or don't cultivate the jealousy. Because if you will find the animal, you have to eat something. But if you cultivate the ambiguous mind, you will eat nothing. Although both of them are the worst evil deeds. So that means we should never be jealous of anything. We should never be jealous of anything. That's useless for us. If we are jealous, so we don't have to eat from hand or heart by jealousy hand or heart. Therefore, we should never be jealous of anything. The last one is Upekkha, equanimity. Upekkha, equanimity is the higher practice of Buddhist way to make the better society. One translate that. So when we got life, when we have a life, when we are born in our human society, we may face the eight local karma, worldly condition in the life. They are gain, love, failure, disgrace, praise, blame, pleasure, and fame. Those are called local dharma. Eight local dharma. They are like the winds of life. They are like a storm winds of life. They are like a wave of life. So sometimes we may gain something. Sometimes we may love what we have. Sometimes we will be famous. Sometimes we will be disgraced. Sometimes we will be praised by someone. We will be blamed by someone. Sometimes we feel pleasure. Sometimes we feel pain. Those are a part of life. Those are part of life. We cannot avoid any of that. We may face one day. We may face one of them one day. So therefore, we might understand when we face one of them, so that is the Loka Dhamma. We have to face. We have to overcome. We have to go across eight Loka Dhamma. We might understand that. If so, we will be our mind is calm, our mind is stable, our mind is peaceful. So our mind is unshakable. So that's called equanimity. We have to practice in our daily life. We have to understand this Loka Dharma in our daily life. Then, so manifest our practicing the four Brahmavihāras. According to Buddhism, we have to extend the four Brahmavihāras to all 10 directions and all living beings in all directions. Therefore, this the way of going to Brahmavihāras. If we live with the minds associated with the loving kindness, mind associated with the compassion, mind associated with the samatha joy, mind with the associated with the equanimity in our daily life, we can say that we live in our Brahma world. And we are equal, we are becomes equal to our Brahma, even the present life. So, if so, we can live happily, harmoniously, peacefully in a society like a Brahma, even this present life. So, so if we practice the four Brahmavihāras, so let's say loving kindness can overcome the anger, then leave happiness to other people and ourselves. Compassion can overcome the cruelty and remove suffering or other. Samadhi joy can remove jealous or unbuild and weakens rejoice over success and happiness of others. The last one is equanimity. Equanimity maintains a stable mind or peaceful mindset. So according to the Buddhist Abhidhamma, when we are practice for Brahmavihāra, so practicing the past three Brahmavihāra, loving kindness, compassion, Sambandadu Chuan can live to 4 Rupavachara jhana. 4 Rupavachara jhana, Brahma jhana, jhana, Vidya jhana, Tadiya jhana, and Studiya jhana. So we will be born. And in 4 Brahmavihāras, 4 4 Brahma world, in the 4 Brahma world, we will be born. So after we die, then in other words, Ubekar practice leads to the 5th jhana. The highest jhana is the 5th jhana, then Benchamijarana jhana. So we have, if we practice Ubekar, the higher practice of 4 Brahmavihāras. So if we practice 4 Brahmavihāras, we will be born in a 5th jhana world. So there is a benefit of practicing 4 Brahmavihāras. We can achieve those things by practicing 4 Brahmavihāras. Now I come to the conclusion. So the way of practicing 4 Brahmavihāras is that the path going to the Brahma's world. Nowadays, human lives for many challenges, and problematic issue in the society. All the problems come from our human actions. Therefore, to resolve those problems, we have to take care of our action with mindfulness and use with the 4 Brahmavihāras. Whatever we do for our livings, we have to do with the method. When we see whoever is suffering in a society, we must practice lunar meditation and have what they need. Whoever is rich or successful in our society, we have to know that they are part of our society. Therefore, we don't need to be jealous of them. We must congratulate them and feel happy for our society. Any kinds of problems or difficulty in our life, we must meet one day. We do not need to save. We do not need to be safe. We must realize that those problems are Logadhamma, which are around the rebirths around the Logadhamma. We have to understand Logadhamma. If so, our minds where we come to our minds where we are faithful and harmoniously. We can live in harmoniously. If we are practice our 4 Brahmavihāras in our life, we can overcome all problems and we will live happily and harmoniously. The practice of 4 Brahmavihāras make people into a united society. Therefore, 4 Brahmavihāras is a significant teaching of the Buddha to better a happier and harmonious society. That's all. If I may mistake or error, please forgive me. Thank you so much for your teaching.